scholarship. What is the criteria for selection of bachelor's nursing at the University of Pécs? Well, I think it's very important to have a very strong English. Why it's important? Because you know, if you're going for bachelor's, then you can pick up the professional knowledge throughout your studies. We can help you, even if you a bit, you know, slower, or you have a lack of knowledge in certain fields. We can compensate it, but we cannot act as a language school for you. So you have to have a very strong English, and it's a general thing for everyone to apply to any of the courses. After the English skills, I would say that for nursing, the criteria or the subjects are the same for medicine. So we will have a good look at your high school grades in biology and chemistry, and also you're going to receive relevant questions on that field as well. I have applied for Pécs University and for the scholarship as well. I'm transferring from medical course from Ukraine to Pécs. I would like to know what are the chances to getting the scholarship. Is the selection based on some requirements? Also, how many people from Medical University of Pécs get the scholarship every year? So let's go from the back. Basically, let's say around 30 to 40 people get admitted with the scholarship to our medical school every year. That's number one. The selection is absolutely merit-based. So you have to undergo, if you apply for medicine, it's a multiple choice. So this is a written test. It's important. You can do it online, but it's a multiple choice test in biology and chemistry and English. We can share with you the topics for that. And basically, and then we will invite you for an oral interview as well, and the decision will be made based on your performance, both on the multiple choice test and in the interview as well. Tell me minimum grades required in bachelor's degree to get admission into master's degree. I cannot give you any very strict answers to that, because it depends on the given degree program and also on the high school program that you've been to in your home country. So it's really hard to give an exact answer to that. On a general basis, I would say that if you can translate your high school grades to percentage, then we are looking for students who have a minimum average of 75%. Kindly make clarity about the sending partners. Well, it's a broad question, let it put this way. So basically, the idea is that anyone can apply for the scholarship. But first, the pre-selection of the students will be done by the sending country. It can be the sending country government, the Ministry of Education, the respected embassy of your country in Hungary. You should go to stipendiumhungaricum.hu/partners, search for your exact country, and you can find the contact person there. Contact them and they will send you all the information about how to apply. Does the University of Pécs accept TOEFL ITP? Yes, we do accept that. Tell us about the interview. I think we've already covered that. How many people for computer science in University of Pécs every year, and how many per country? The how many per country is a good question. I really can't answer that. I don't have this information, but I can tell you that this is a very diverse community studying computer science. It's important that we have two computer science programs. One is a computer science engineering bachelor, and the other is a computer science bachelor. So these are two separate programs. For each, I would say the yearly group is somewhere in the range of 30 to 40 people in international program. May I have to go on exam for the scholarship? Another, is there any difference between Pécs exam with other university exam syllabus? I don't have solid information on other universities, so I cannot comment on that. And yes, you have to go through an exam for every study program at our university. In most cases, it's an oral exam, but in the case of medicine, it's a written exam as well. How to get a supervisor to complete PhD application? Please write us to international@pt.hu. So we will connect you with the relevant doctor or school at our university. When I upload my medical certificate, I uploaded everything else. You can You can upload the medical certificate right now. That's also all right. Or you can upload it by the 15th of April, the latest. May I know if you accept a certification that states that the language used in my current university is English? Yes, that can be accepted. If I already had certificate master from university that use English, should I collect TOEFL or IELTS? No, if your previous education was held in English, that is acceptable by us. Do we have to separately contact our country's sending partner? I have touched this information a lot of times, but I think it's super important. So yes, please contact your sending country. They may not require anything else, but they may require something. And this is a thing that you shouldn't sleep on. So please contact the sending partner country. The sending partner in your country. Do people for English-speaking countries need to write an IELTS exam? No, if you're coming from an English-speaking country, then you do not need an English certificate. I am from Kenya. Oh, Karibu. What's the minimum grade required for one to pursue architecture? For Kenyan, it's important that for Kenyan applicants, we can only accept applications who coming through who studied the KCSE curriculum, so the Kenyan national curriculum in high school, and we can only accept the minimum grade is B- that we can accept as an average grade. So basically that's the limitation. Oh, funny question. Is there internet in the rooms? Well, yes, obviously. French documents have to be translated to English. Yes, this has to be, every document that is not in English have to be translated into English. Do Nigerians who just graduated from high school need an exam proficiency exam apart from their high school certificate? No. If your previous education was had in English, then that's acceptable by us. Is interview only oral based or written based as well as for business administration? For business administration and management, the interview is only oral. So there is no written part right now. What about the Europe CV? Well, basically you can upload any kind of CV format that you wish to, so that's not a problem. There is a certain format that we like to use, which is called the Europass. If you just Google Europass CV, you will get to a website where you can build your own CV in that Europass format, but it's not obligatory to use that. I am already a PhD student on my tuition. I think I've already answered that. We know that there will be an interview, biology, physics, chemistry. What kind of questions will be asked in physics or chemistry in the interview? Will it be theoretical or solving questions? Yeah, we will be able to share the topics with you later on. I think this can really help you to clear out this question. Daniel, my country authority said we can apply directly. I think this is something I've already answered. Yevgenia, if my IELTS certificate was received in February 2022, do I need to confirm the language level again? No, that's fine, that's acceptable. If I don't have English certificate or IELTS yet, can I make it as a missing document? Yes, you can make it as a missing document. You can, you should upload a statement that you will upload this missing document by a certain date. Joseph, I have a question concerning the English proficiency. English is my first language. If your first language is English, then that's absolutely acceptable. If you already took an SAT, then you can upload those certificates as well. How many DMD students do you admit every year at Page? If I'm correct, DMD refers to Doctor of Medicine. The batch we accept every year is 170 people. Alexandra, hello, I'm already a student at the university. Well, thank you for choosing us. First year, and I would like to apply for the scholarship. Do I have to apply the English proficiency certificate as we are taught in English in my country? No. No, if you are taught in English, then you do not need a specific certificate for that. But you should apply you should upload a certificate stating that your current language of instruction is English at the university. I applied to your university on the course of social work and physical training. So do I have to write 2 motivational letters? No, you can only write 1 motivational letter, but it's great if you can mention both programs and give some reasoning why you chose both programs in the same motivational letter. Can someone who graduated high school and has gotten admission to a university in his country use that admission as a form of recommendation by his, her country? No, the recommendation has to come directly from within the Stipendium Hungaricum program from your government. Rababelot money, how many people get the scholarship and based on what is the selection? How many people is accept in medical course, and also what is included in the interview? I have already applied for Pecs University and applied also for credit transfer. I think I've kind of covered all of your questions. What is the entry exam for dentistry course and when does it take place? How many individuals get the scholarship for dentistry course? Dentistry is in the range of, the scholarship is in the range of 10 to 20 people, I guess. And the entry exam is the same as for medicine. So it's a multiple choice test in English, biology and chemistry, and an oral interview also. Yes. Yes, regarding the language requirements, I see we receive a lot of questions about it. So generally, the best is if you do an IELTS or a Duolingo English test. The Duolingo English test costs like $50, so it's really affordable, and I think it's just really can help your application on general terms. But if your previous education was had in English, or if you are coming from a native English speaking country, then we do not require any further certificates, just a proof of these mentioned here. If you are opting for the Duolingo English test, we accept students starting from 115 points. If you are applying for IELTS, then we accept students from 5.5, but I would highly recommend you to aim for at least 6.0, 6.5, because this can really boost your application. When will I get the license after completing medicine from Hungary? Well, it depends on where do you want to practice medicine. In Hungary, the system is like the medical school is 6 years. After the 6 years, you start working as a medical doctor at a clinic or a hospital, and it's basically 2 years of residency, and then you will become a specialized doctor in certain field. What is the minimum grade criteria for students from Nigeria seeking bachelor degree? Well, it's hard to give you a certain number or a certain grade on that, because you know, it really depends on the study program that you are applying to. But again, generally, if your grades can be translated into percentage, then we are looking for students at the minimum of 75%. I've studied pre-medical in my high school. Can I apply for business administration? Yes, you can apply for business administration, but you will have to have a very strong motivational letter and a very strong performance on the interview for that. And basically, they're going to take a very good look at your math grades. That's the main point here. Having a first degree in biology as a medicine candidate give you any leverage? Yes, if you have studied anything related to medicine or health sciences, and then you apply to medicine, then you might get exempted from the written exam part of the entrance exam. I am from Bangladesh and I studied in science here, but I want to study in media. It will affect my application? No, you can absolutely apply for media. It's not a problem. How can you assist somebody without passport? You can submit the application without the passport, but you will not get the letter of acceptance until you get the passport. And obviously, without the passport, you will not be able to leave your country. So it's important to have a passport as soon as you can. I applied to a university for social work. I think I already covered this. what is the acceptance rate for PhD microbiology? That's a very specific question. I really don't know. I think it's for PhD programs, it's really hard to measure the acceptance rate because it's much more on a one-on-one basis. So, you know, if you can find a supervisor at our institution, or on the other way around, if your research topic is a good fit for us, then I think you have a good chance to get the scholarship. I think the main reason why people are not getting accepted is that because we cannot provide the right supervision. I had a question regarding the opening of the main application. If I open my application form, will it change my date of submission date? Yes, so if you reopen your application, then it will be marked as reopened and resubmitted later on. But